Welcome to Crypto Corner. It's 9 p.m. UTC, and I want to welcome John Weir from DYIUnity, Simona from our marketing group, Leo from DAO1, Joe from Portugal, Pedro from Portugal, Francisco from Portugal, Variato from Brazil, I think, and many others. So welcome to Crypto Corner. Today we're going to be hearing from Simona, who I see hasn't joined yet. So we'll be hearing from Simona when she does join.
I'm
She's
here,
going to
Kathy.
talk about, oh, Simona, welcome. Simona is going to talk about the results of our staking draw. Leo from DAO will talk about briefly about his project, and then we're going to defer a 1 hour discussion until later this month or perhaps next month. So Simona, Leo, John Weir, Pedro, please introduce yourself, starting with Simona.
Okay, thanks, Kathy. Hi, everyone. My name is Simona, and I'm from the NULS marketing team. We organize different campaigns on Twitter and work together with influencers to further promote NULS in the crypto world. And as Kathy said, today I'm here to talk to you about the results of our draw for the Stakeathon, which ended last week. Yes.
It ended actually about, it ended at midnight yesterday, right, Simona?
Yes. No, it ended last week, like at midnight a week ago, but we drew the results today. So yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks for that clarification. Okay. John, would you introduce yourself, please?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Hey guys, my name's John. I'm the CEO of DYIUnity. We are partners with Knowles. We're on within their ecosystem on the SEO platform. We actually just stood up Unity Ventures on the staking platform on the SEO Pacum. And yeah, I'm here today, and I was supposed to co-host and go from there.
Thanks, John. And Pedro.
Hey everyone, I'm Pedro. I'm one of the founders of Nifty Fuse. That is a platform that allows you to fuse and diffuse or infuse NFTs and much more. And we are opening our IDO on next Monday, 22nd November. If you want to participate or just know more about the project, join our Telegram and follow us on our Twitter. And that's it.
Okay, so Pedro, if I joined your how should I find out more about IDO again?
You can enter the IDO platform, DAOstarter.pro. But if you want, you can DM me, and I will send you a smart contract where you can buy Fuse using the smart contract.
Okay, that's fantastic. So anyone can DM you and get the smart contract for this?
Yes, they can get the smart contract address and buy themselves and claim the tokens when the vests unlock the tokens.
Very good. Okay. Pedro, just for people who may not be that familiar with Telegram, just post a message in Null's community so that they know what your ID is so that they can reach out to you. And next Monday, that's very exciting. Congratulations, Pedro.
Thank you.
Okay. I hope, Pedro, please make some notes about everything that's happening for you these days, because it would make a great book or blog or something in the future. You know, as you can talk about what works and what doesn't work in your IDO effort and moving forward in your project as well. Okay. Anything else you'd like to say, Pedro?
I think we can continue the project of this week, which I am I'm very excited to hear about.
Okay, thank you, Pedro. Okay, so Simona, talk to us about the draw.
Yes, sure. Thanks, Kathy. So the Stakeathon, as we already said, ended last week, but today Kathy and I made a completely random draw of the 50 winners for the Stakeathon. And yes, so the 50 winners of the Stakeathon have been chosen. We'll communicate the winners tomorrow on our NULS Twitter channel as well as on NULS community. So if you participated in the Stakeathon, please make sure that you check out our Twitter channel and check Telegram. And the 50 lucky winners will receive their share of the prize pool, which includes NULS token and SEO project tokens until the end of this week, which means that all of the winners will have the rewards in their NULS wallet until this Friday, the 19th of November, 11:59 p.m. UTC at the latest. So yes, and then also, like, if you missed our Stakeathon, please stay tuned as we're already planning more Twitter giveaways. Yeah, and if you don't want to miss any of the our giveaways in the future, make sure to follow us on NULS Twitter, as we always post a tweet about our giveaways there, and as well as in our NULS community on Telegram. Yes, that's about it from my side for today, Kathy.
Okay, thank you. So there were 345 accounts that were entered in this draw. So, and of those, 50 accounts were selected. And we also weighted the accounts with by the number of nulls that the average number of nulls that they had staked across the 28 days. So we're going to be posting these 50 accounts, so search them or check them twice, because it's easy to have your account listed, but to miss it because, you know, it's a lot of accounts to search manually. Okay, and congratulations.
Yes, that's true.
Congratulations to those individuals who won. And thank you for staking in our SEO projects. It's an important part of what NULS does, our SEO projects. Okay, anything else, Simona?
No, that's it. Thank you very much, Kathy.
All right, thank you. Thank you for all your hard work, Simona. It's kind of like herding cats in some cases, managing influencers and Twitters, tweets, and various other things that need to be done to get this campaign started and rolling. So thanks for your effort. Okay.
Thanks, Kathy.
All right. Now, do we have Leo here? Let's just check.
Yeah, I think he's on.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hello, Leo. Took me a moment
Hi,
to
Kathy.
find you. Okay, thanks for joining. I understand that because Adrian is not available, that that we're going to reschedule speaking with you guys. But while you're here, Leo, would you introduce yourself and speak a little bit about your project, please?
Yeah, of course, I'll be glad to. First of all, hi to everyone. Thank you for being here with us today. Yeah, Adrian, he very much wanted to do a rescheduling for a proper call. He wanted to, you know, he's a public speaker, so he loves to talk. It sounds a bit wrong, but he would love to be on this call as well. So I think it makes sense to also kind of reschedule it. But yeah, sure. So my name is Leo Georgievich. I'm with DAO1, and we are. I don't know if you have had a chance to read a bit about us or what it is that we seek to do in this crypto space. But to run through things on a general level, DAO1 is a socioeconomic platform, as we would like to think about ourselves. And obviously, it's a DAO project, and one is kind of meant so DAO1 decentralized autonomous organization under one roof. So we seek to have a bunch of nice features from the crypto space under the same platform of DAO1, enabling people to have a community-led project. Of course, we have, I can mention that we have some of the basic DeFi, if there is such a term, features such as staking, farming, etc. One thing we're very proud of is that we have, of course, governance from day one, meaning that all the incentives, decisions, directions are able to be revised by our own community. So there's a requirement for holding 2 DAO1 tokens to have a vote. Where, like I can tell you right now, we just finished a vote for swapping the liquidity we have on SafeSwap, where there isn't much volume, and pouring it into the PancakeSwap on Binance Smart Chain, for example. And it's kind of fun to witness how people create these proposals and are able to vote for them. So I think that's a very important feature of the whole DAO project. As well, I can tell you that we have some interesting features upcoming, which is the hybrid advisory that we are currently working on. And we have something that might be of particular interest to Nose and any other like substantial partner, and for us, that is the hackathon, for example, that we're trying to conduct on a quarterly basis, with the aim to involve upcoming developers, idea generators, entrepreneurs, etc., to pitch their ideas, of course, within a certain thematic, and the community will get the chance to vote for the best project, which we will then fund via like we have a milestone program. And on the other hand, we will give the DAO1 token holders an opportunity to benefit from so-called underwritings, where they will have a seed round allocated, for example. And so that's what I think personally is the most interesting aspects of the DAO1 ecosystem. Is there anyone who have read a bit about us, or had some scratching in the surface done as to what we're doing?
Well, I'm not, we've got a large Knowles community, so I don't know if anyone today, which is about 25 of us, have looked at your website. I certainly have spent a fair bit of time looking at your website, and it's very impressive. And I also actually is very very interested in. Did you call it the hybrid advisory?
Yeah. We're currently working with some of our developers and team members on creating a hybrid advisory function, which you benefit from by holding the DAO1. Which, and when we say hybrid, we mean that it will be a mix, obviously, and the two components in this hybrid advisory is thought to be, on one hand, an AI system that works with the help of oracles and get the data feed, and on the other hand, it's also from traders and other participants in the crypto space who are able to give some insights, so the user is able to get not only a machine input, but also like a real person behind, so to speak, to get some kind of useful information. And that is more or less intended to be happening twice a month, that user will get some updates, etc., regarding projects. And it's still on the development stage, so there's a lot of parameters that we need to take into consideration before pushing on for the next step. And but yeah, personally, I think it's a very interesting thing. The whole idea is, of course, to bring some kind of value to the community that we're having, because simply staking and farming or holding is not really solely competitive in this ever evolving market. And we want to kind of spice things up by offering people not only uh, mechanism to maximize their earnings, but also to kind of be able to communicate with each other in our community and really get some good insights. So that's partly what we're involved in right now, as well as, of course, we have a lot of new stuff coming up for partnerships, listings, etc., which is obviously Adrian's main area of focus. I bet he'd be very thrilled to tell you about this later on when he's able to join. But yeah, and as well, I can say that, and I'm speaking for the whole on behalf of the whole DAO1 team, that we're very thrilled to partner up with Knowles. And I've studied some of the bridging functions, and I kind of, to be honest, when I first we first spoke to Mr. Berzek around, that was actually some time ago, and I remember running through some of the stuff initially discussed, and the more I kind of look into it, the more intricate and complex it looks, in a good way. Like it's, I'm amazed they're so easily bridged between interchain wise. So that's definitely a thumbs up from here.
Thank you, Leo. And we as well are honored that you've joined our SCO platform. Thank you. And I have a couple of questions about the hybrid advisory, because one of the things I liked about it is it really enables the new investor and to better understand the blockchain space and where they can invest their crypto value, and also you tailor the information that you provide to each one based on their staking preference, right, or their investment preference. Like if they're a new investor and very conservative, or if they're uh, a, a more seasoned investor and maybe like to invest a little bit more aggressively, then the hybrid advisor tailors their information to suit the investor. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, absolutely. The thought is to have, because obviously people are very different. So obviously the goal is kind of to index it into maybe some kind of categories. Of course, it sounds very basic to say low risk, medium, and high risk, but something in that way is the way we want to we want to get the approach, so it's more easily accessible to see, okay, what kind of information am I really looking for, and what. So but of course it's a big challenge to also compromise on the other end and say, okay, this is the way it can be, this is the way it should be. So we have to run a lot of tests and a lot of dev work involved, obviously, but it might be a good game changer for us, and obviously it's not something I want to advertise on full scale until I feel I get the substantial steps cleared with the developers, because with a good developer everything is possible, but the way they see the market is sometimes a bit different than I see the market, for example. So I want to make sure that everything is on point as we want before we start to promising that, okay, in 2 weeks this function will be live. So yeah, definitely. I think Mr. Ash, who is with me here today, is trying to raised his
Trying to
hand.
talk?
I
Yes.
think he has some inputs. Can we get the mic over to him?
I'll unmute him. I muted him briefly because there was some noise on the line, and I thought that was Ash. So hang on a
Yeah.
second. Well,
Okay, thanks.
allowed to speak. All right. So, and would you introduce Mr. Ash to us, please, Leo?
Yeah, of course. Mr. Ash is with us for a couple of months now, and he has very much experience in different aspects of crypto space, especially crypto trading, as well as everything related to marketing and content wise. Currently, I've been in talks with Ash for around like 7 months, but he just finished his master's in finance and international trading around 3-4 months ago. So we are very glad to have him on board finally. Once he was able to allocate some more time, and right now he is what can I say with me on every aspect of the DAO project. So I'm very pleased to have him on board, and I'm sure he also have some valuable inputs now.
Okay. So, Ash, first of all, congratulations on your master's.
Very much.
Congratulations on your master's degree, Ash.
Yes, thank
And
you very much.
Ash, so please, please speak. You raised your hand. Please talk.
Kathy, hello. Am I audible to you? To anyone here? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect, perfect. So, morning, afternoon, or evening to everyone here. So, regarding hybrid advisory, everybody had a question. So, I'm here to elaborate this. So, basically, hybrid advisory and decentralized fund. Initially, it will be a decentralized fund advisory, which will be based on AI. We have some ties and partnership with AI company, which will be revealed very soon. And because of this, it will be easier for the user to get access to our decentralized fund advisory initially. Hybrid advisory is queued for the next quarter. But with this, it will be easier for him to invest in any crypto related project which is decentralized. They will have a proper advisory or research which will be based on AI plus insights of various traders and people, crypto aficionados. So by this, we plan to make it easier for them to get access to research in a easier way by just holding some DAO1 and purchasing it for some DAO1s.
Okay, well, it sounds like a great opportunity for people to learn more about blockchain and also to have an understanding of where blockchain is right now with respect to how they can best invest their tokens. So I'm glad to hear about that, Ash. Thank you. And John, any questions for DAO?
Yeah, sorry, I keep getting disconnected for whatever reason. Not sure if it's a U.S. West Coast thing, but if you guys could talk about a little bit about the onboarding process for your average crypto user and kind of what that looks like, just kind of simplifying things so we can kind of paint a picture when a project or when I guess you could say a newer crypto investor wants to go to your project. What does that process kind of look like?
Hello.
Leo,
So,
Ash?
yeah, sure. So we are listed on for a few exchanges. For example, BarterTrade, Bilaxy, on Dexus, Uniswap, SafeSwap, and QuickSwap, and now even on PancakeSwap. So anyone who wants to buy, we are available on 3 networks for now. Till the time we get bridges on Null's network, of course. So the networks we are already listed on is Ethereum contract, on a Matic one and BSC one as well. So from this network, it is on users' perspective or his opinion on which network he should join us on. And as soon as we have bridges, we will be send this.
So does that answer your question, John, or were you looking for something else?
No, I mean that answers it roughly. What about as far as you guys talked about partnerships? I was going through your guys' site, and can you guys kind of paint a picture for what it looks like when you are looking to onboard fellow projects as well?
So currently, we had this on very last month. We had a partnership with EventPay, which is the world's first multi-currency payment system that allows you to accept payments in any cryptocurrency, electronic money or fiat. So basically, they have vending machines or kind of withdrawal machines at some places now, but they are to expand. They are it is a newly emerging company. Like in Russia, in Canada, in Singapore, they have their machines at various places where DAO1 is
They have
listed
one
on.
here in Dubai as well. They have one here in Dubai as well.
Yeah, Dubai as well, of course.
Yeah. Michael, was your name Michael?
John, his name is John.
John, sorry. John, I think also something we're looking for when seeking to partner up with different projects is, of course, the value that we are able to give and also the value we are able to obtain for our community. And of course, InventPay, a partnership with them, enabling people to pay with DAO1 tokens when buying a coffee. To be honest, it's a very good PR partnership. And I do think that it might have a beneficial effect in case they blow up and become very big. But on a more fundamental level, we're looking at partnering up with projects that can give some substantial value as per like adoption on a more wider scale and more collaborations, which can lead to more user interaction, more holding, etc. And for that, actually, we've had a pretty interesting month here in Dubai because there's been a lot of conferences. There's been the GITEX Technology Conference, biggest one. There's been the still ongoing Expo, and a ton of other crypto conferences. And to be honest, many of these crypto conferences are uh, just just there to, sometimes you go there and 80% is just guys looking for an investor, and 20% are there for the free coffee and the pens. So they vary a lot, but still there are also some very, very good avenues. And Adrian and me have been very busy in talking to different kind of partners, especially some partners from the NFT area where we can see some collaborations and some ideas that we're still on the talking phase with, and also some with more elaborative projects. So I definitely think that you should stay tuned and keep an eye on for upcoming partnerships in the next quarter to come.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It sounds really interesting, and it sounds like you guys are going to be able to blend in with a lot of build your partnerships pretty well and fundamentally. And as far as the governance platform, that looks very interesting. And is that something that you're looking to expand across many projects, and you want them to utilize using a DAO token, creating their own DAO on your platform?
Yeah, I mean the idea is really good, but I'm just gonna be 100% transparent with you guys because I believe in transparency, and whether it be good or bad, I don't have a problem with that. So that being said, I've also had an encounter during this whole governance testing, and actually there is as well something called a Symbion attack. when you work with developers, you get a lot of their terminology. So, and a Symbion attack is technically a situation where somebody is theoretically able to create buy a wallet with 10,000 DAO1 tokens, and then create a lot of other wallets having 2, 3, 4 DAO1 tokens, which will, in reality, give him a lot of votes for the same guy, which makes it again a bit undemocratic, if you ask me. And on the other hand, if you strictly construct it as how much that you only get a vote proportional to the amount you're holding, then you're neglecting the small investors. So
Yeah.
so there's a kind of a dilemma here, or a paradox, or there are some things to be taken into consideration. One very exciting developer I met during a conference 2 days ago. Did you remember what it was called? This conference? I don't even remember the name. Utopia or something.
Expo, in Expo. Yeah.
Yeah, but it had another name as well. But anyway, and this guy actually caught my attention when he was speaking to a fellow acquaintance of mine about some NFT tokens. And as soon as I explained to him this dilemma, to kind of pick his brain and see, he actually proposed that there is a way to construct a NFT system where you get an NFT based on the proportional amount that you're holding, and in return get a vote for the NFT. So to buy the NFT, you need the tokens you're holding, and the NFT represents the amount of tokens you're holding. But on the other hand, each NFT gives you one vote, which makes the process, I wouldn't say completely perfect, but it makes it better and more transparent in that sense. So there's what I've learned in the crypto space, that there's a lot of stuff which on first hand appears as one thing, but once you dig deeper, you find something problematic about it. And I think the art here is to keep digging and kind of find a more intelligent and deeper solution to this kind of problem, which again would have some beneficial value for the people involved. For example, that would in terms boost the NFT play once this gets up and running in our ecosystem, and it will of course increase incentives to hold the NFTs. So everything we are doing, my job as I see it, is sometimes also just to review everything and to make sure that it's still relevant, and it's because the market is changing so fast that that you really have to keep an eye on everything that might be of potential interest for boosting the quality of your project. And I think that goes for everyone, to be honest. So yeah, that's definitely something I hope that I will keep on doing and become better at as well.
Sorry, I got cut off. But the market changes so quickly, and we're constantly having to evolve and adapt. And I think one of the things that projects are trying to figure out that have governance platforms are, how do you calculate the value as far as the voting presence for each individual holder? Because different holders have larger stakes, and trying to figure out kind of that algo as far as the impact of each vote, because you'll have your top 10 holders, top 50 holders, and trying to figure out an algorithm to make that fair and democratic, as you were talking about. A lot of projects struggle to have a sound kind of method to do that.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. That's definitely something that I'm very keen to look into and develop further on, especially with this NFT idea, and to see where that might go theoretically before implementing it. And also, I've been having some talks with some of our holders, which sometimes are DMing me and having some questions about the governance. And I have one holder especially who also were seeking to see if we could change the way the governance works. And I had to tell him that if this is an idea you would like to go through with, you're able to propose it. So I mean, the beauty of the governance is that even it's like a meta way of solving things, because even an idea of how to change the governance is going through the governance itself. So I think it's a very, very, very good fundamental thing to have, to let people at least raise the questions and the proposals for how everything is running. But of course, you're 100% right. It is a challenge to make sure that it's truly democratic and that everyone, because by the end of the day, you would have the small holder who would like to have a vote anyhow, and you would have the bigger holder who would like to have a bigger vote because he psychologically is having a bigger commitment, right? So so there is a challenge there to be addressed, definitely. And I'm not saying I have the perfect solution right now, but I'm definitely looking into anything that might solve this kind of dilemma.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you have to let me know how it goes with the NFTs and the voting process,
Yeah.
and if you're going to incorporate that. That's really interesting. I think that would be kind of a new kind of revolutionary.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. Thank you so much for the very, very sound question, John.
Leo, I just want to thank you for really articulating well the dilemma of supporting the large voter and the smaller voter, in terms of the large voter has more stake in your project than the smaller voter does. One thing, though, that I've noticed is that regardless of whether one is a large voter or a smaller voter, one of the things that is available to everybody is the ability to make a proposal, like you said. And the bottom line is, all you need to do is to have the drive to identify what your proposal is, fully articulate it, and post it. So if you have the initiative to do that, regardless of whether you're a small or a large voter, that opportunity is there for you. And I think that really is fabulous.
Yeah, yeah. The basic criteria for creating a proposal is having two DAO1 token. So on the other hand, you could put an argument in place for, even let's say we would have the opposite mechanism working, where the voting rights is based on the proportion of the tokens you're holding. Then still a small token holder would be able to create a proposal, thereby opening the eyes for everyone to pay attention to this proposal. So you might not get as much to say as the bigger voter, if that was the case, but you will still always have the option to propose it and put it up for debate, which, as you mentioned, is important. I would say is important because often we've seen both that we've seen that we have had votes where we had like a lot more people participating in the voting, and we have seen proposal where we had like a very low involvement from the community, which of course can give us a hint of what kind of proposals, what kind of ideas the community is fond of discussing. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having us, and I sure hope that soon we can reschedule and have a proper talk with Adrian as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time, Leo, and thank you, Ash. And
Yeah.
please hang around for the rest of Crypto Corner. We've got about 20 minutes left.
Absolutely.
And,
thank you so much for having us, Kathy. Big pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
So, John, can you just clarify for me, is your company DYIUnity or DYI Ventures?
So it's RYI.
Unity or Ventures? Because I've seen two websites. One website points to the other website. And also we have you identified as DYIUnity on pocm.nulls.io, but your logo is RYI Ventures, I believe. Are you there, John? Okay, well,
Sorry,
think John,
I keep getting cut off. Having to do this whole reboot thing, but so the company's DYIUnity and has been since probably, I want to say, like March or April. The problem was not the problem. This is a really good problem to have. We started expanding relatively quick, a lot quicker than we anticipated, and Unity Ventures was established early on as our business arm because we're kind of a two-pronged company. We have a huge focus on business integration, commercial market. And then we have another, I would say the other half is the integration into the crypto market, Binance Smart Chain, Uniswap, that particular market in general. So we kind of have two different things going on. We have DYIUnity, the company. We have our RYU token, which is payment solutions, breaking into the commercial market. And then we have Unity Ventures, our business arm, kind of our creative bubble. And that's where our DeFi platform, our NFTs are all based out of. So it was.
Okay, well, we've lost John temporarily. Has anyone got any questions posted? See, many images of celebration here, but no real questions that are posted yet. Joe, do you have any comments about what we've been talking about? John, are you back?
Yeah, sorry. Been getting cut off every like 5 minutes or so.
So what happens? Do you have to reboot your phone or just restart the application or?
Yeah, I just have to rejoin. Usually it's fine. I don't know what the case is on this particular day.
Yeah, I understand.
One of those days. But I think I saw someone post about the NFTs. There's talking about, let's see, DAO starter, Nifty's in there. Oh man, a lot. Nice. Yeah,
So
but
John,
if anybody has any question, go ahead.
How are you onboarding people? How are you onboarding individuals who join your website?
So right now, what we're doing is we have Unity DeFi, which has the farming, the stake.
Oh boy. Okay, well, one of the things that I'll answer for John in his absence is he also has a customer service area, so people can get some individual attention, I think, if they're confused about something. So I think that's a really nice thing to have, and also pretty unique.
I think I'm on. I'm not sure.
You are on now. You are on. And I was just actually speaking to everybody about your customer service pillar.
Yeah, that's in our.
A little bit about that.
Yeah, so basically what we did was we really wanted to show an initiative to the investors, the community. So we put together a 30-page doc, and I call it the company white paper. But really what it is it's a business plan. But it really explains the pillar of customer service, and a lot of that has to do with our involvement with BSC, Uniswap, and what the majority of the crypto investors know. But it also plays a big role in our break into the commercial market because.
Okay, we've lost you again, John. But for the rest of you, one of the things that I feel is really important in a company and very hard to deliver in the blockchain space because some of these companies are very lean, and is the fact that a lot of people, I think, who are new to the blockchain space need a little bit of hand-holding in the beginning to get themselves up and running, or to get to enable themselves to feel as if they know enough in order to safely manage their crypto assets that they're accumulating, and to stake safely. And so I think a customer service pillar is a very important part of any company that wants to support new crypto people into their space. Are you back, John?
Yeah, I think so, at least for the moment. But
Yeah.
going off what you were talking about, that is, I feel like that is something that it lacks extremely within the space. We actually just launched what's called Blockchain Academy, and that's on our crypto mobile asset manager that's on Android right now. So if you go on our app,
Okay, so lost John again, but that's the other piece of it too. I think customer service and some kind of academy, blockchain academy, go hand in hand. And as long as a new investor is willing to learn and be responsible for their own learning, any site that offers some kind of education aspect and combining that with customer service is, I think, a company that if you're considering investing in, you got to say has a good chance of being successful, because that's the only way that I think that you can really bring on new blockchainers, new people to the blockchain space who may have bought a few tokens, but they've bought them through PayPal or something like that. Are you back, John? I guess not. Let me take a look and see what questions have been posed.
hey, Kathy, you there?
Yeah, we're here. Please continue. I just when you disappear, I just talk in your absence. And volunteer some information about your company in your absence. Oh, I think you're gone again, John.
What a struggle. But I'm going to say it real quick, just get it out there real quick, just because I think it complements what you were talking about. Is if you go to our mobile app, you'll see we just set up about 25 lessons, and it's in the About section. It's called Blockchain Academy. And I think it's something that we're kind of lacking in the space. And it's basically a process for new users to be able to go through these tutorials, kind of like what you see what Coinbase has. And they're able to really get a basic and even advanced understanding of how crypto works. There's a basic section, there's cryptocurrency, there's trading, there's DeFi, there's lending, there's stable coins. And it's kind of an intro into getting a fundamental understanding to onboard people, newer people to crypto.
Yeah. Definitely the way crypto survives is to onboard new people. So that's great. And also, I think those of us who are already in crypto, we've tried to onboard our friends and relatives. And in some ways, some cases we've been successful, and in some cases we haven't been. So it's really great for us to be able to point somebody to a website and know that they will be taken care of, as long as they're, committed to learning something about blockchain, knowing that they'll be taken care of. So that's really great. Are you there, John?
I was doing
you're back,
these.
John. You're back.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I was doing these live promotions, and that was one of the biggest things I ran into. I wanted to get a feel from outside the immediate crypto market, or not the immediate crypto market, I guess you could say the immediate chains, and kind of see what the rest of the world sees and what they think of crypto and what they know. And one of the biggest things that stops a lot of people that want to come into the crypto space is the intimidation of the technical aspect of it. So I think a lot of projects, and that's what we've put a huge focus on, is simplifying the process and reducing the process to be able to use all these dApps. Everybody's putting in this hard work for each project, but there needs to be a bigger focus on simplifying the kind of the gateway process to all these amazing applications.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I understand why people are hesitant to step into the blockchain space, because the bottom line is that each individual is solely responsible for their account in the blockchain space in a way that is not true in the banking system, for example. The bank takes care of my money for me in a lot of ways. It protects my money, and it ensures that people can't come in and take money out from my account. Whereas in the blockchain space, I am solely responsible for the protection of my cryptocurrency. I have to make sure that I don't inadvertently reveal something that about my account that enables people to hack it. And that alone, I think, prevents a number of people from entering the blockchain space, because they don't know if they know enough in order to make sure that their crypto is secure. So yeah, I think that's fantastic. I think that a lot of people are not going to step into the blockchain space until we have created applications that give them more of a sense of security. For example, when I transfer crypto from KuCoin to Coinbase, which I do on a regular basis, actually about once a month, I always have to click a confirmation that I know what I'm doing. Now, the first time I had to do it, that was pretty scary for me. After that, of course, it's become more of a habit. But but really, what I'm saying is, I know that I'm transferring this particular token to an account in Coinbase that is capable of accepting that token. And personally, I think Coinbase and KuCoin could do a little bit more effort to make sure that the source and the destination are comparable, as opposed to giving the responsibility to me. And if they did that, I think that would enable more people to confidently manage their crypto. I hope I've made sense on this. It's
Yeah, you have, absolutely.
yeah.
And I think two
Okay,
things
very
that
good.
stand out to me that we've been working on, and it's just something I've taken a consensus from locally, internationally, and two things that I think are important are education. So that's something I'm using ours, for example, the Blockchain Academy, and then payment gateways, because everybody's familiar with payment gateways. And we just put up a payment gateway on our mobile app, and we're going to be adding one to our DEX as well.
Oh, John, we've lost you again. But one of the things, John, that would be great is if you could just drop the URL in Null's community. That is your educational portal, because I think that it's great to know where this education is, and it's great to be able to send that URL to people who we think need more education, or would feel more confident if they had more education about blockchain.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think as payment, I think most people will start to notice payment gateways are becoming a little more popular within the crypto space. And I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to, because it's just like buying a t-shirt on Amazon. However, now you can buy crypto on any decentralized application. And we just put that up on our mobile app, and we're going to be adding it to the DEX. And I think that's something people can relate to, keeping it simple, a simple process that is relatable.
So, John, when you get back, that would be another URL to provide to us, your payment gateway. That'd be another thing that we'd like to take a look at and see if that's something that we want to refer people to. Are you back, John? Okay.
Yeah, we can definitely start posting some links in the main.
That would be great. And for those of us who are just a little unfamiliar with the phrase payment gateway, can you just describe what that is?
Hey, Kathy, can you hear me at all?
Yes. Okay, lost you again, John. All right. Okay, listen, it's 5 minutes to the hour, so we're going to begin by wrapping up. And normally I ask our speakers to wrap up, but I'm not sure they're still available. Leo, are you on the line? Leo.
Yeah, I'm here, Kathy.
Yes. So,
Just
Leo,
needed to unmute.
what would you like to say to wrap up your participation in this call?
I'd like to say thank you all for very, very valuable inputs, and I've written down some few notes while we're talking, just to kind of research some stuff and look more into some things that have been mentioned. I always try to see what kind of mindset people have, because obviously we're not. I mean, we have to remember that even though we are talking, breathing, thinking, dreaming at times, crypto, we are still, I think, around 4% of the human population who are only actively involved in crypto. So I think, looking in a kind of retrospect, a few years down the lane, it would be much wider adoption, and I think now is the time to kind of have that in mind, so to speak, because even though many aspects and many areas of the crypto space may seem overwhelming or too full or too many, then we have to think that it's still just barely 4% adoption as of now. So I think it's been very valuable to listen in to all the thoughts and the questions, and I think we should all just have it in mind that the 4% is very, very low compared to the potential outreach and implications on the worldwide scale. That's my kind of thought process lately.
Yeah, Leo, thank you for that statistic. I did not know that it was that low.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's around that. I think it's around that.
Yeah. And Leo, thank you for your very transparent conversation today about
Always.
your challenges and your observations. So
thank you
again.
Thank you, Katie and Crypto Corner. Looking forward to
we look forward to having you back with Adrian to talk about all things blockchain. So thanks again.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, or night, or whichever time zone everybody's in, and
or whatever it is. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye. And John, have you returned? Okay. And Joe, you want to say anything to wrap us up here? No memes to post today, Joe? Okay. I always look forward to your memes. Okay, guys, I want to thank you very much for, there you go, Francisco. Thank you for enabling Joe to take us home today. All right, thank you for posting that picture in Telegram. That's fantastic. Okay, my favorite one though, Joe, I'm sorry to say, is that zombie one where you look like someone who maybe you should talk to, but maybe you shouldn't talk to. Someone who's friendly and approachable, and yet kind of looks a little tired there, little zombie-like. John, are you back?
It appears so.
Okay, well, John, please speak in short sentences. And what would you like to say to wrap us up today?
Just that it's been great being here, guys. Sorry that I've been kind of cutting in and out. And I just wanted to let everybody know we just got Unity Ventures staking page up on Pockham.
Okay, congratulations for that, John. That's great. Okay, all right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. As always, please post a screenshot of your ID on the Crypto Corner chat and DM it to me, and I will deposit some nulls in your address, in your account. And it's always a pleasure to chat with you guys and to get your feedback. So thanks again for your time. Thank you, Leo, for a great conversation. Thanks, John, for also a great conversation and your insights. And I look forward to speaking with both of you again really soon. I see Joe. I saw Isham earlier. I see that the Mooncats are alive and well. And I see Francisco Variato. Thank you for joining and keeping us safe from all those bots. Chris from the Null Swap team. I'm going to turn off the recording, but I will keep this chat open so that you can take a screenshot.
Have a very good day, Kathy. Bye. Ciao.
And Pedro, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.